Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star episode number 433 based on novel. So let's start. In the palace of Boat of Mausoleum, golden horned beast Luo Feng stood on his 4 hoofs. He looked outside and was terrified. What's that black air? It's like the opposite of godly power, like water and fire, all light and dark. It's exactly the opposite to godly power. I have never heard of power like this. Such helplessness intimidated Luo Feng. He was indeed powerful, yet he could do nothing to resist it. The black air wasn't even recorded in the inheritance from Du and Dong River, or it had been recorded but was covered by the original mind. Perhaps that's why the original universe wants the 3 dead. Luo Feng suddenly understood it. If every universe supreme master had that black air, it wouldn't be a secret, and he should know about it. At least there should have been some records about it in the inheritance from Du and Dong River. Apparently, that black air was extraordinary, as Great Thunderstar Master didn't even perform it at first and chose to run away. He only used it when he was almost hopeless. Strange objects aren't allowed in the original universe, thought Luo Feng. Yuan Ao Master was killed because he had a strange object, and the strange object was banished from the original universe. That black air is owned by Great Thunderstar Master, which also makes the original mind want him dead. Besides, why did they want Huge Axe dead? Thoughts flooded Luo Feng's mind. He sensed that Universe Ocean wasn't as simple as he had believed. Great Thunderstar Master, Jinjiao Emperor, and Dragon Rock Ancestral God. They must have held a great secret. Luo Feng's mind worked very quickly. He was staring at the outside and driving Star Tower with his godly power to suppress Great Thunderstar Master. Both his original body and his golden horned beast body could drive the true treasure. Boat of Mausoleum, flying swiftly, crashed into Great Thunderstar Master. The 10 billion kilometer Boat of Mausoleum was enormous. It would take Great Thunderstar Master more than a day to fly that far at his speed. It was a horrifying strike. "Ah!" shouted Great Thunderstar Master. "He has another body. Goddamn human!" Great Thunderstar Master became desperate. He had thought that he had killed Luo Feng and that the true treasures and valuables wouldn't be a threat anymore without being controlled. Even though he had suffered a huge loss, it could have been made up for through all the valuables. Even if Luo Feng had another body, it couldn't do anything to help if it was in the original universe. However, Luo Feng's golden horned beast body was in Boat of Mausoleum. Luo Feng was very careful and didn't dare to be reckless. Though he was confident, he still had a backup plan. His 2 godly bodies wouldn't come up together usually. His original body would do the adventuring while his golden horned beast body would stay in Boat of Mausoleum. Even if his original body was killed, his golden horned beast body could come out and save the day. This backup plan had helped Luo Feng dodge a bullet this time. If both of his bodies had come out, both of them would have been killed by the black air, and all his valuables would have been seized by Great Thunderstar Master. Luo Feng secretly rejoiced. "No matter how confident I am, I need to have a backup plan." No, said Great Thunderstar Master. He was suppressed by Star Tower, and the towering Boat of Mausoleum kept pushing him to the core whirlpool. He wasn't able to resist the power from Boat of Mausoleum at all, and he kept being pushed backward. He was already in the core whirlpool. "I have fought until now," said Great Thunderstar Master. He was in agony. "I risked everything to transcend incarnations. I'm not meant to die here. It shouldn't be this way. No. I should die at the hands of a universe master." With that unwilling shout, Great Thunderstar Master was pressed into the core whirlpool by Boat of Mausoleum. The tearing power from the core whirlpool in whirling swamp ocean kept hitting him, and his thunder giant body was torn apart quickly. Even with the supreme true treasure armor weakening the attacks, the power still damaged his body through the godly armor. After only a short while, the last roar came, "I'm not willing." Everything went silent. The base of Boat of Mausoleum opened, and a giant entry appeared. Even in the core whirlpool, Boat of Mausoleum was still steady as a rock. It swallowed all the valuables from the dead Great Thunderstar Master and Star Tower. The giant gate at the base closed, and Boat of Mausoleum flew out. Blood Shadow Blade, the Silver 4 Wings, and Crazy Demon Extermination godly armor all flew into Boat of Mausoleum through the side gate. In the main cabin at the base of Boat of Mausoleum, a golden horned beast walked through the hallway. Just as he was walking, the godly power from golden horned beast extended out of his body and formed a human shape. Soon, an Earthling original body was formed. The Earthling original body had 90% of the godly body while the golden horned beast only had 10%. For what it's worth, I'll leave a body in boat of mausoleum so I can at least take the true treasures back. Luo Feng felt fortunate. He would be more careful after that fight. Luo Feng and Golden Horned Beast walked to the handrail and saw the large number of objects in the bottom cabin, Star Tower, valuables left by Great Thunder Star Master, and parts of the body of Great Thunder Star Master. Come. Luo Feng waved his hands. Blood Shadow Blade, Star Tower, Crazy Demon Extermination Godly Armor, and the other valuables flew and merged with the original body. No wonder it's a Universe Supreme Master. He even had a body after he died. Luo Feng smiled and looked down at the pieces of the body. Universe Supreme Masters were of a completely different life form than those under them. Life forms determine power, and different life forms had completely different levels of power. Only because of the suppression created by the rules could only wield godly power at 10,000 times that of Universe Masters. If there wasn't for suppression, even with the environment, he couldn't have killed a Universe Supreme Master so easily with Boat of Mausoleum and Duan Mie. Let me see what valuables I got. Luo Feng started to check his trophies. At that moment, weird things were happening in different areas in the three lands of extremis. It's dangerous in the front. Let's. In the deep area of the inner area of Tilted Peak Sector, 6 Universe Masters were carefully looking at the front. One of the Masters was talking. Suddenly, a great being from the Thunderstorm Star race fell without warning. His godly body was intact, yet it was lifeless. The other 5 Universe Masters were all shocked. He died? How? How did he die without any signs? Nobody attacked him. Did the miniature universe he lived in crumble? If a miniature universe crumbles, all the lives bound to it will die. Did Great Thunder Star Master die? I heard that Great Thunder Star Master fought Milky Way Horde leader, Luo Feng. Could it be? At that moment, 6 Universe Masters from Thunderstorm race were found to be dead in Universe Ocean, and lots of powers started to contact the 15 Universe Masters who were watching on the reef of Whirling Swamp Ocean. On the central reef of Whirling Swamp Ocean, the 15 Universe Supreme Masters were in their palaces, watching the fight anxiously and feeling the ripples of power. One message after another was sent. Did Great Thunder Star Master die? Did you see something? All 15 Universe Masters were talking to their friends and the leaders of their races. No, we can't see anything. Luo Feng is fighting Great Thunder Star Master. They are fighting at the bottom of Whirling Swamp Ocean, so we don't dare to go down. The surroundings were shaking before, yet it's quiet now. We didn't see anything. Are you saying that several Universe Masters from Thunderstorm Star died without being attacked? Yes, Luo Feng and Great Thunder Star Master were fighting at the bottom of the sea. Great Thunder Star Master must have died. Otherwise, there's no explanation. Ancestor, go to the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master. If he dies and his miniature universe crumbles, lots of Universe Masters and Universe Knights will be dead instantly. Those valuables don't have masters now. There's also storage in the race of Thunderstorm Star. Quick! The humans are still in the original universe, and it'll take them a long time to arrive there. The miniature universe of our race is close to that one. Quick! Go there now. At the same time, the giant spaceship emerged from the core whirlpool of Whirling Swamp Ocean. It covered the sky and land, and it raced forward confidently and recklessly. Those 15 Universe Masters who were communicating with their friends and races were all dazed. Then they started to notify others. Ancestor, I see it. Boat of Mausoleum. Boat of Mausoleum. Boat of Mausoleum just flew out of Whirling Swamp Ocean. I can't see Great Thunder Star Master. Great Thunder Star Master must have died. Incredible. A Universe Supreme Master just died. How did Luo Feng do it? It's Boat of Mausoleum, and I can't see Great Thunder Star Master. I don't see him. Lots of powers knew instantly, and quite a few powers immediately figured out that the small universe of Great Thunder Star Master had crumbled. All those valuables would be masterless. Many Universe Masters and even Universe Supreme Masters took off there. They all thought that even Luo Feng hadn't really expected to win, so humans wouldn't have arranged anyone outside the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master. Endless air permeated. The Black Pyramid was floating. Inside it, Darkness Master stared at the giant miniature universe in the distance. Suddenly, an email was sent to him through the virtual universe. There were only 6 words in the email: Great Thunder is dead. Starting collecting. Darkness Master opened his eyes wide and was dazed for 3 seconds. Then he bellowed, "He really killed a Universe Supreme Master. This nephew of mine is impressive. Ha ha ha. Crumbling small universe, here I come." Darkness Master flew toward the miniature universe in Black Prison Tower. When he was approaching, he saw that the surface of the small universe was already cracked. Within the miniature universe that was starting to degenerate and collapse, the floating continent was cracking. Cracks appeared in space, creating a scene depicting the imminent end of the universe, but it was, in fact, only the initial stage of the collapse. All living souls that had originally been in this miniature universe had been quietly annihilated. Only numerous floating godly bodies could be seen. "All my fellow humans. All my fellow humans, come. All of you should come here." A black pyramid could be seen flying at high speed. The dark hole of the deep abyss at its base had opened, and it was swallowing without restraint, sucking in treasures it found along the way and even some universe masters and the godly bodies of universe knights. Because on these godly bodies, there might be treasures like godly armor and the like. Scour and collect. Scour and collect as wildly as possible. No matter how composed Darkness Master was, he was still incomparably exhilarated. Thunderstorm Star Race only had one Universe Supreme Master. In terms of treasures and wealth in its treasure vault, it is at most comparable to us humans. Should there come a day when we are able to exterminate a top power like the Divine Eye clan, the wealth we gain will truly be something impressive. The humans were, indeed, very poor. Before Luophone had met with all his great opportunities, Huge Axe Creator's supreme true treasure was the only one the human race had. Likewise, Thunderstorm Star Race also had only one supreme true treasure. Yet, with the passing of time, the pinnacle true treasures that Thunderstorm Star Race had in their possession started to outnumber that of humans. "By causing our huge axe to be annihilated, you have brought yourselves to this sorry end," said Darkness Master. At times, the Black Pyramid would be advancing at high speed. Other times, it would teleport. Then finally, it managed to scour and collect everything it could find within the entire miniature universe. Thereafter, Darkness Master, who was feeling incredibly satisfied, left. He left behind a clean, yet utterly defeated miniature universe. Not too long later, a stream of golden, flowing light flashed by and dashed into this utterly defeated miniature universe. Nothing. Nothing. Everything is gone. Who was it? Reaching here before us to scour the entire miniature universe so thoroughly that not a single valuable is left. A great being from another race, whose body was radiating golden light rays, was hovering within the miniature universe. He felt utterly helpless as he lamented, "I rushed here as fast as I could. Scouring and collecting things would take some time. Could it be, the moment that old fellow, Great Thunder died, his miniature universe was scoured, and everything was taken? Alas! It looks like this was likely done by the humans." Thereafter, he helplessly transformed into a streak of light, teleported a few times, and charged directly out of the miniature universe. At that moment, 2 more streaks of flowing light appeared outside. "Rampaging Devil God, you actually beat everyone to it. Rampaging Devil God, you cannot be taking all the treasures and wealth in the treasury vault for yourself." The 2 streaks of flowing light came to a halt. Both were Pinnacle Palace true treasures, and they were speaking up at the same time. Rampaging Devil God, who was about to leave, let out a howling cry. "I just arrived not too long ago, too. Everything in the treasure vault of the Thunderstorm Star Race has already been taken away. I have taken nothing at all. Rampaging Devil God, you are a lone traveler. Is there any need for you to take everything for yourself? Rampaging Devil God, don't lie. How long ago has it been since Great Thunder Star Master was annihilated? Scouring the entire miniature universe to collect the valuables would require a long time, yet you say you have found and taken nothing at all? Who would believe that?" Rampaging Devil God flew into a rage immediately. The feeling of being so grievously wronged was unpleasant. "You two are fools. I said I have taken nothing. That means I have taken nothing. Why should I even lie about it? I have no time to continue this pointless talk with you. I'm leaving." Rampaging Devil God howled again. Then, in a flash, he vanished. This Rampaging Devil God had a strange temper. He liked to swallow rocks and metals. A huge amount of the essence of rocks and metals had condensed onto his outer shell, forming a golden covering. Furthermore, he also had a supreme true treasure, bloody sea devil armor, which, by right, should be radiating an endless bloody light. Yet rampaging devil god had instead made bloody sea devil armor become golden in color. Generally, all places he passed by would be enveloped by a golden hue. The effect was remarkably dazzling. That savage fellow, rampaging, would not stoop so low as to lie. Could it be that he truly did not take anything? Maybe it is the humans. Luo Feng lured Great Thunderstar Master into a battle. Maybe he had devised a plot that succeeded in the end, annihilating Great Thunderstar Master. Then the human race could scour the miniature universe thoroughly and collect everything they found. This would be a sizable amount. With that, they too left. Thereafter, great beings of several groups arrived in succession, but what was left for them was only a desolated miniature universe. On the peak of Thunder Island in the virtual universe, a group of universe masters of the human race had gathered. As for Luo Feng, he had previously focused all his energy on the fight, so he had not divided his attention into entering the virtual universe. We are not sure if Luo Feng succeeded or not. Killing a universe supreme master required some luck. No one can say for sure whether success is possible. Primal Chaos City Leader, Longyang Master, Void Gold Master, Deserted Mirror Master, and the others were all seated on their thrones, feeling nervous and perturbed as they waited. A short moment later, a message appeared before Primal Chaos City Leader. With a light tap, he read the mail and soon revealed a look of surprise and joy. Great Thunderstar Master, Primal Chaos City Leader looked around at the numerous universe masters who were all waiting in anticipation. Is dead. Ha ha ha. What madness. Simply unbelievable. The human universe masters were going crazy with joy. A universe master killing a universe supreme master was a miracle. It was a great tragedy, of course, for Great Thunderstar Master, who had been annihilated, as well as for his Thunderstorm Star race. But Luo Feng and his human race could not have been more excited and exhilarated. Darkness Master is now in Great Thunderstar Master's miniature universe collecting all the items that are now without masters, Primal Chaos City Leader said in a leisurely tone. This is great for us since our race is currently lacking these. Great Thunderstar Master's annihilation had far-reaching effects. A universe supreme master had been annihilated just like that. Throughout the entire universe ocean, it was rare for universe masters from the 3 reincarnation eras and 2 holy lands to be annihilated. Even if they were, normally, it would happen within the core regions of the 3 most dangerous lands or because of environmental reasons, but the cases of annihilation by other great beings were so few that they could be counted on 2 hands. We must clarify. Clarify the cause of Great Thunderstar Master's death. If we do not know his cause of death, maybe we will be the next in line. At that point in time, various groups of powers and even supreme masters who traveled alone were in a frenzy. They were all heading toward Whirling Swamp Ocean to investigate. In the next 7 days following the battle between Luo Feng and Great Thunderstar Master, there had been 2 Universe Supreme Masters arriving successively to conduct some thorough investigation. In the half a year following the battle, the number had increased to 22 Universe Supreme Masters. Based on the traces of battle left behind, they tried to deduce how Luo Feng had annihilated Great Thunderstar Master. Without clarification, how could they have peace of mind? Judging from the position, this battle must have happened around the area by the core whirlpool. Great Thunderstar Master must have worn his supreme true treasure godly armor as self-protection and had intended to charge and kill via a head-on confrontation. Even for a Universe Supreme Master, this might not be possible. So we can almost be sure that it was the core whirlpool that brought about the annihilation of Great Thunderstar Master. But the question is, why did he not dodge? This is the key point. We can only say that Luo Feng must have staged a ploy to prevent Great Thunderstar Master from leaving the core whirlpool. Milky Way Horde leader Luo Feng must have a secret ultimate technique. He must have a technique that he is exceptionally skilled at. For instance, there are abilities to restrain or limit. And this ability of his is likely from the inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River. He must have gained a restraining type unique treasure. The chances are very high. Time passed. The death of a Universe Supreme Master would always seize the attention of various groups of top powers and keep them on their toes. They had guessed that Luo Feng knew a limiting type method, but if the Universe Supreme Master he was pitted against had a restraining type means, too, then that Universe Supreme Master would have the ability to come and go as he pleased. How could he be annihilated? This limiting type means that Luo Feng used, no one knew what it was. Even more than before, these various groups started to exercise more vigilance whenever Luo Feng was involved. If a being was able to kill a universe supreme master, regardless of how he achieved it, he definitely could not be treated lightly. They had to be vigilant. Purple Moon Holy Land is in trouble. When fighting the humans, Purple Moon Holy Land enlisted the help of other groups of powers within the primal universe to suppress the development of the humans. They even issued a killing order on all humans before. Now, Luo Feng is merely a universe master and yet is able to make use of some secret special means to annihilate a universe supreme master. When he becomes a universe supreme master, I'm afraid he is going to be more intimidating than Teacher Origin. If this goes on, it seems like Purple Moon Holy Land is going to suffer quite a loss. Purple Moon Holy Land is already an eternal existence to begin with. There is no need for it to suppress the humans. Now, it has incurred the wrath of a great enemy. You all think too highly of the humans. Great enemy? Purple Moon Holy Land is, after all, a Holy Land universe. Even if it is temporarily at a disadvantage, they are an eternal existence. After a few reincarnation eras, they will still be as strong and powerful as ever. Besides, to this day, no one can say for sure whether or not the human race can live past 3 reincarnation eras. The aftermath of Great Thunderstar Master's annihilation lingered on, and Luo Feng, whom the various groups of top powers in the entire universe ocean had placed so much focus on, suddenly disappeared. For over 300 years, not a single great being could find a trace of Luo Feng. He had completely removed himself from the scene. Even so, he remained recognized as one of the most terrifying existences, and the memories of him were etched deeply in the minds of great beings from various groups of top powers in Universe Ocean. Universe Masters would have to escape and hide, if possible. If not, it would be better to surrender obediently and banish all thoughts of resistance. As for Universe Supreme Masters, they still would need to practice some vigilance. It was best to steer clear of dangerous environments, lest an accidental lack of vigilance cause one to lose everything and become Great Thunderstar Master, the second. Within Star Tower, a drop of blood hovered in a fixed spot in one of the individual spaces. Great Thunderstar Master carried with him quite a fair amount of treasures and precious materials, said Luo Feng. The top-notch materials are almost used up, and there are 2 pinnacle true treasures swallowed, too. But there is just enough to help Shawu Wings produce 1 more drop of godly blood. Luo Feng turned to look to his side at the wings on Golden Horned Beast. At the moment, only 1 more patch of the bloodstain left from its previous injury remained. Luo Feng turned to look at the outside world through Star Tower. From where he was in the vast universe ocean, he could already faintly see the immeasurably huge primal universe. Primal universe, I am back. Luo Feng revealed a trace of a smile. He changed the form of Star Tower and secretly made his way out until he had exited Universe Boat. For this long period of time, he had spent his time on cultivation, immersing himself in the study of the godly power genes. At times, he made use of his talent technique of the endless remote ocean within the primal universe to create and conduct experiments. Over 300 years. This length of time was, in fact, more than 300 eras. The number of experiments he had performed equaled more than 80,000. There may have been the occasional rewarding outcome, but the course of studying had led Luo Feng to believe that such a path was extremely difficult. I will head back first to rejuvenate my godly body. Then I will go send some congratulatory gifts to Teacher. A glint of eagerness flashed in Luo Feng's eyes. Teacher Primal Chaos City Leader had always bestowed great kindness upon him. This supreme true treasure armor Luo Feng had seized from Great Thunderstar Master was the first gesture of gratitude he wanted to present to Teacher after he had gained power and prestige. After all, even Darkness Master and Pengong Master had previously received supreme true treasures from him. The time and space of the primal secret region, the power center of the human race, were already transformed. Under the control of the new true god, Primal Chaos City Leader, even the laws were already changed. At least the enemies couldn't get to the center in a short time through God Country transportation or teleportation. After Huge Axe died, the humans had much weaker control over space and time, which was why the United Forces Alliance had been able to reach their center in a short period of time. Waves appeared in the endless remote ocean standing in the space. A being showed up on the waves. I'm back. Luo Feng stepped on the waves, and the godly power immediately supplied his original body. The godly power also went into Boat of Mausoleum and supplied the Golden Horned Beast. Both bodies recovered instantly. To the endless remote ocean, such godly power was nothing. The godly power path is indeed complicated and mysterious. Luo Feng waved his hands, and a world ring flew out. The endless waves tumbled and swallowed the world ring. Lots of special materials gained from universe boat by Luo Feng in the past 800 years were hidden in that world ring. There were 92,083 kinds of rock material, as well as flames, gases, liquids, metals, and so on. Other than those lifeless objects, pieces of the dead body of Thunder Shuttle Master and Great Thunderstar Master were also in the world ring. There were many routes on the godly power path. Endless Remote Ocean had the inherited technique creation, which could analyze life genes and create life forms. Naturally, analyzing life genes was the most effective. Before he had gone to Universe Ocean the last time, Luo Feng had put many objects from the original universe in Remote Ocean for it to analyze. Luo Feng had a simple method. Endless Remote Ocean could analyze the life forms. His godly power then stayed in the space of inheritance to further study them. Once he had made some breakthrough during the studies, he would use his Endless Remote Ocean for testing again. Unfortunately, the creatures I prepared last time are already rotten. Luo Feng shook his head. Some creatures only have a lifespan of around 1,000 years, so they had already aged to death during the course of study. Teacher! Luo Feng shouted on the waves of Endless Remote Ocean. A being showed up beside Luo Feng. It was Primal Chaos City Leader. He wore a golden cape, and his eyes looked as if they had recorded the birth and death of a universe. He appeared very calm, which amazed Luo Feng, as his teacher and Huge Axe had two different auras. Huge Axe was more adventurous and intrepid, while Primal Chaos City Leader was more conservative and reserved. Congratulations, teacher. Luo Feng noticed the improvement in the power of his teacher. Still not as impressive as you, said Primal Chaos City Leader. I just became a Universe Supreme Master, yet you've already killed one. Few in Universe Ocean have killed Universe Supreme Masters. It's luck, said Luo Feng. You said before the fight that you had a 30% chance of winning. Primal Chaos City Leader shook his head. It's not about luck. Luo Feng stopped arguing. He waved his hands, and Star Tower appeared beside him. An armor giving out cyan light flew out from the side gate at the base. An ancient force permeated from the armor, which shocked Primal Chaos City Leader. Great Thunder Godly Armor? Luo Feng nodded and said, yes. Teacher, you just became a Universe Supreme Master, and I just killed that Great Thunder Star Master. This Great Thunder Godly Armor is my gift to congratulate you on becoming a Universe Supreme Master. You don't even have a Supreme True Treasure. Primal Chaos City Leader shook his head. This Great Thunder Godly Armor would be very useful to you. Keep it for yourself. Luo Feng was dazed. Teacher, I have several Supreme True Treasures, so I really don't need this one. I came here to give you the armor. Please take it. Primal Chaos City Leader frowned and said, stop arguing with me. You know how I am. If this were an attack type or palace type Supreme True Treasure, I would have taken it already. However, you don't have a Supreme True Treasure armor. You're adventuring through Universe Ocean now, yet I'm guarding the Primal Universe and won't go out for a while. I don't need Great Thunder Godly Armor. You do? Luo Feng was anxious. How? However, even Darkness Master and Peng Gong Master have a Supreme True Treasure. But you? He was indeed grateful. But he also had several valuables, so he didn't need this Supreme True Treasure. As for survival skills, almost nobody in Universe Ocean could compare to him. He had already planned to give Great Thunder Godly Armor to his teacher. It's different for Darkness and Peng Gong, said Primal Chaos City Leader. That was during the war. Besides, you have both the attack type and palace type Supreme True Treasure, which is why I allowed that to happen. As for Great Thunder Godly Armor, I don't want it. End of discussion. Luo Feng was dazed, but he had to acquiesce. He realized that his teacher was just balancing the power and rights in the human race. A great being like this wouldn't accept gifts from others for no reason, even from his own disciple. If it was a valueless to his disciple, he would accept it, yet it was a Supreme True Treasure armor that was vital to his disciple, so he couldn't accept it. I'll adventure through Universe Ocean, Luo Feng thought. I'll keep going on adventures, and if I get new armor, my teacher won't have any excuses to reject it. Luo Feng understood that it was very difficult to get another Supreme True Treasure armor. Teacher, this is a set True Treasure Great Thunder Star Master left after he died, Universe Imperial Cone. Luo Feng pointed to Star Tower, and a set of valuables flew out of the gate at the bottom of Star Tower and floated on the waves. There were 36 triangle cones. Universe Imperial Cone? Primal Chaos City Leader's eyes gleamed, and he exclaimed, "This is a very powerful set, true treasures, only second to supreme true treasures. I'll accept this valuable. Thank you." Primal Chaos City Leader could feel the passion of his disciple, and he had already upset his disciple by rejecting the armor. He wanted to make Luo Feng feel better by taking Universe Imperial Cone. After the congratulatory gift, Luo Feng told his teacher, "Teacher, I need to ask you for a favor." Primal Chaos City Leader nodded. "Just say the word." "My remote ocean has the power of creation," said Luo Feng. "I need billions of creatures and objects from the original universe, alive and lifeless. I need them all. Even though I prepared some last time, the original universe is enormous. Only with the power of the entire Hong Alliance can we gather enough material." Primal Chaos City Leader nodded. "This concerns you becoming a Universe Supreme Master. Rest assured, I'll tell the entire Hong Alliance. Even if we search every inch of the original universe. We'll prepare all the materials, valuables, and creatures. How do I give them to you?" "Just put them in the endless remote ocean," said Luo Feng. "Especially those creatures. There are billions of life forms in the universe, and those from the weak races have short lifespans. I might need to practice for tens of millions of years or even more. Those creatures might die during the period. I'm thinking that we should capture as many as possible so that they can keep breeding. Then I'll have infinite sources to study." Primal Chaos City Leader nodded. "Okay. It's so simple. I'll prepare some world rings and let them live there. Do you have any requirements for their power?" "From the weakest to sector lords," said Luo Feng. "The more powerful a life form is, the more difficult it is to analyze them. I might need a long time to study a sector lord." "Okay, I'll go arrange it now." Primal Chaos City Leader was careful. "Don't capture too many," said Luo Feng. "Just capture a few of them for them to breed. I'll study them, and I won't hurt them. I need as many kinds of life forms as possible, but I only need a few from each kind." Luo Feng was worried that some races might go extinct because of him. After all, there were many Universe Knights in the Hong Alliance, and when they acted, they might annihilate an entire race. That was why Luo Feng said that he only needed a few from each. "Teacher," said Luo Feng. "I'm going to Universe Ocean now, and please don't tell anyone where I'm going." "Do you mean?" Primal Chaos City Leader understood it immediately. "You want them to think you're still in Universe Boat?" "That's right." Luo Feng nodded. "If someone knows that I came back to the original universe, then other powers will know that I've left Universe Boat. I'm afraid that Pei-Shing Master might get away. Though it's unlikely that he can get away, I don't want to risk it. After all, if he enters Purple Moon Holy Land, I won't be able to do anything about it." "Okay." Primal Chaos City Leader nodded. He now understood why Luo Feng had chosen to meet him in Endless Remote Ocean. Endless Remote Ocean belonged to Luo Feng. Nobody would know that Luo Feng's original body had already been back to the original universe if Luo Feng showed up here. "I won't use Universe Imperial Cone until you kill Pei-Shing Master." Luo Feng shook his head and smiled. "It depends on my luck. I still can't be sure whether the wing of Pei-Shing Master is exactly the one I want. I'll leave now, teacher." After saying goodbye, Luo Feng left the human territory and entered Universe Ocean, heading toward Tilted Peak Sector. It would take a long time to get to Tilted Peak Sector. No great beings were able to find the periphery of Universe Ocean, and anyone could get lost if they fly too far in Universe Ocean. In an area where nobody from the 3 universe eras and 2 holy lands had ever been. In the endless chaos air, an enormous object started to fly at high speed, 1,000,000 times faster than light speed, then 10 million times faster than light speed. The speed limit was nothing to it, and its volume was larger than that of a miniature universe. The giant object was in the shape of a human. The human-shaped object, which was larger than a miniature universe, was flying in a straight line at a steady speed, flying toward the original universe. This video will end here.